Guys, okay, so we're looking at stretching when doing bench. Now, it could be whether you're going for high reps, low reps, high weight, low weight, whatever it is, but it's just making sure that you're basically getting into the right position. And you know, from the day you've had it, you might be tight, or you might be tight from a few days before, training wise, or whatever it is, you know, poor posture. You should make sure you're getting into the right position so you can lift effectively. Now, I've got a few different things I'm going to go through. These are things that I do, and these are things that are basically, in my opinion, the most important things to do. So first of all, rotations with a stick. Stick is better than a band because obviously, because it's stiff, you can get a better range of movement. The idea of this is to really loosen the shoulder girdle first of all. So you're rotating all the way around, you loosen off the shoulder girdle, and what you want to do is slowly bring your hands in by like a thumb distance each time. So you're putting a little bit more pressure and stretching the chest in this position. Okay, so the more you get used to it, the more you can bring your hands in and then really go for that big stretch as you're going up and over. So you want to spend like about a couple of minutes on this, just really loosen off, and you might also want to sort of go tighter in on the grip and really twist around singly on each shoulder girdle. Basically getting all the synovial fluid into that position. Next, a great one is crucifix. So in this position, you're going to keep your arms level with your shoulders, and then you're going to turn your palms upwards. By turning them upwards, you're opening out around the bicep as well as the shoulder, and then you're just going to lean into it and get that big stretch across the chest. Again, think about as you're stretching the muscle, you're getting the blood into the muscle, you're stretching the fibres, warming it all up, ready to then fight the load that you're putting onto it. So again, spend about another minute on that. Another really important one, again, because you're sort of at the bottom of your bench, you want to have a good solid platform behind. You want to get into that position. So by switching the back muscles on, squeezing them backwards as if you're sitting into that bench position, and then back stretching forward. So you want to squeeze backwards, get all the traps, lats, everything, rear delts working, and then back forward. Probably do about 30 reps of this, nice and slow, controlled, steady movement. And again, like I say, that's that position that you're at the bottom of a bench. And then next, we're going to do, grab some small weights. These are 2.5s. You're just going to have your shoulders level with your, your elbows level with your shoulders, and then you're going to bring them up and rotate them backwards. Nice, controlled, steady movement. Just getting all the rotator cuff muscles working in the shoulder. Again, you want to probably do about 20 to 30 of these. There's no specific amount. It's just, again, making sure the shoulders are getting warm. And then one of my favourite ones is using a lacrosse ball or hockey ball, whichever one you want. And with this, I'm going to use it on a wall. And you basically want to work from like the bottom of the pec all the way up to like where the shoulder and it joins. So you want to roll this all the way up and down with that stretch of movement of what you're doing in the bench. You also want to work around that shoulder girdle this direction. So quite simply, just find an area on the wall, you're just going to pop it onto there and just work into it wherever you feel like it's tight. And then, like I say, you're going to work up and down the shoulder girdle as well. So with that, with something like this, obviously it's more of a thing that you want to try out. Try and work out where your personal sort of like tight areas are. A lot of people, they find that when they get into that sort of area around the shoulder girdle, it really releases tension off the shoulder. Okay, and then finally, very simple one but effective is dumbbell. So in the dumbbell position, the dumbbell chest press position, you're just going to go down into it and just get a big stretch. So half decent weight to pull you down, just get a big stretch there and then just squeezing back up together. So go for around 15 sort of reps, stretching out and then pressing. Okay, so by doing these and putting them together, you should be able to warm your chest up, get all the muscles activated. Most important part that people sort of probably mess up with is rush their warm up. They go to do the weight and that's where then they struggle. Okay, so once you've done all that, load a bit of weight onto the bar, get a good few reps to start with and then start your working sets.